Hello, and welcome to the Board Game Chuck YouTube channel. My name is Pierre. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this cooperative game here called Forest of Radgost. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the discovery. So here we go with Forest of Radgost, cooperative game for the whole family. If they're 14 and up, apparently, if you take a look at there. So this box is quite heavy as well. It surprised my partner when she came to the door. So I won't be able to center this, but I will put that as best I can right there. So we'll start off here with, these are all the standees for all the miniatures that are in the game. Because you can just get the standee version of this, but of course I went all out. And they have the numbers for the encounters and then some names as well in the back here for all the people. So I'll put that right there. And let's go with the board next. Now, I'm just going to show you this board here because if you take a look here, just unfolding it in half is going to make it this big. So I will actually, I'm going to cut a video right now of me exploring the board. Enjoy that? I hope we did. I'll put that there. Let me just try and find the one thing that I need here for this video. Here, the rule book, so I can get the components right here. So let's take a look. It's a very thick rule book. Let's see here. It has 50 whole pages. This is a Gloomhaven sized instruction manual here. But I am an appendix for the characters. Look at that. Bromocil, Darina. I'm going to unfortunately butcher these names. I apologize to anyone. Oh, look, they have the little creature appendix in the back here. So I will be able to go through them quite easily, I hope. Here's the board here. If you can get it with all the legend there. Overlay cards. And there you go. So let me put this to the side for now. So here we have 21 tokens. There's 20 mythical creature tokens and one God of Radgost token. So tokens like these. Pretty. Here we have some sort of a time counter board with a very beautiful illustration on the back side here. Very nice. Next we'll go into the matrix of creature reactions. There you go. Hopefully they take the red or blue pill, and then we'll see what happens there. This is the villas booklet. So the villa is the town. So there's beautiful illustrations as well. How do villa love? How do villa love? You know what I'm saying? And then of course more characters here. So just a bunch more writing. Here we have the stands for the standees. Here we have, this is a name list. This is one of the characters, and this is, if you can take a look, this comes out and put some cards in there. So it's a bag capacity. So this is what he has in his bag, I guess. And then they have one for, so the little children, they come out as a pair, and then they have Darina, Dobromicil, Sluslil, Radabor, Vitalij, and, and Ziva, princess right there. And here we have a really thick book of encounters as well. And this one is 98 pages. The first 87 are the creatures, and then the last ones are the companions. So let's go through this here. We have the Wraith. And these all have miniatures as well that I'll be showing off. This is the Wraith table, the Mora. I'll be putting time codes again in this video. If you just want to skip over this book and just get straight to the miniatures, you can. If you do it, you got to leave a like though. Whenever you skip, you gotta leave a like, of course. There's the Amoja. She's the spirit of the forest, from what little I know of the mythology here. There's wolves. Those are wolves. They live in forests. Here's the Pisgolav, which are they look like one-eyed werewolves, which is pretty cool. Next we have the Huij, capturing children, of course, which is, you know, it might be accurate in folklore. It's got the, and of course the next page of every encounter is just like their sheet and what they do and stuff. And they got the Poljavaj, which I believe is this little guy here, this little dwarf guy. Next we have the Ruzalkas, which is New Moon June's favorite here. It's like a mermaid looking thing, and the hair is bright red. Next we have the Villas, the three ladies there. I doubt it's the little rabbits. Next we have the Talasan, which looks terrifying as all heck. And then the Vondenjak, which is also, I mean, this guy's just trying to take a bath here, guy. And then you're just trying to bother him with his, you know, car insurance renewal or whatever. You have Giants here. I like his shoulder pad, which is just a roof of a house. It shows you how big he is there. Here we have, oh, this is the Forest Mother. I was mistaken in the other one. The Forest Mother here, because the Forest Mother gives life, but with the greatest gift, she also gives you the gift of death. Beautiful. Miniature is outstanding as well. We'll get to them, I promise. Besomar here. And, oh my goodness, Todorki? If you take a look, he is half man, half horse, but out of the middle of the horse, which is cool. And then we have the Lesnik, which is this dude who just loves this bear. Look at him. Just like, hey bear, I want to be your friend. Who doesn't want to be a bear's friend? They're so cute. Here's the Azdaja. Right here. And here we have Ala. Looks like a big sandworm. This one sheep just does not look happy to be sandwormed. Next we have the Zamaj, which is a big huge dragon. And then we have Radgost himself. Big and scary Radgost. The other thing are just companions here. I'm assuming that you can encounter. There's the Mededovic. Nice guy. Then we have the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But he's Sir Peppercorn though. It's the Bibersi. And then we have Rarog, who's the bird here, not the man with the egg who's about to get probably disciplined for taking that egg. There's the Zaduhak, which is this man here, this wizard guy. And that's it for that book there. Next on our tour of the Forest of Radgost, we have this group ability table chart here. Not double-sided, but hey, that's okay. And then next we have, let's take a look at these two little sheets here. It's the boy and the girl. Get their own sheets apparently, which is cute. Go there, and then here, oh, they gave me some organization for the square cards that will be in the game here, which I'll find and I will show off. And next here we have, let's see what these are. If we open it up, oh, it's the people. Look, it's Ziva again, the princess, and just more stuff. Oh, it's their sheet as well, which is cool. And there's one for every character. We got Nameless, the little boy, Darina, Dobrumosil, Radabor, and Vitilage. Let's just take a look and see if... Yeah, it's both of them if we open it up. There you go. And now I have a buttload of cards here. So I will, actually a whole tray comes out here. I will take this tray out, and I'm going to take this plastic cover off because I know it's been just creating a whole bunch of amounts of glare. And then I'm going to take these cards, open them up, and I'll be right back. So here we go. Note to self, never cut your nails before an unboxing video. It'll make it really hard to open the cards. So these are the overlay cards, which I showed these off for. Little sleeves. Just really nice little overlay cards. And this is the back of them. There's a QWERTY code, probably for some extra rules and whatnot. Now, I'm not really sure for the cards here, what is a spoiler? Because it's a cooperative kind of story-driven game. So I'm going to show, I guess, the backs of them and go real quick through them. And they told me not to open this black, I'll just do that, this black pack of cards yet. So I'm going to put that to the side. Not open it and not show you. I don't want to spoil anything. And then they have these little things here. I'm going to go through them real quick. They go like that, and then they unfold, and there's some encounter stuff in there. And I don't want to spoil this either, so I'm just going to put that back. And because the rule book's not quite clear on what is story, what is items, what is whatever. They just say 9 packs of cards, and don't open this one. So I have not. So here, some more cards here. I don't want to show off too much because it seems like they're story related. Put those back in, and then the same colored backs have these little folders that unfold as well. Again, and again, I don't want to show too much of the stuff off here. There's some more, but there's words on the back and some stuff with a lot of writing. I don't want to spoil anything. There's these nice blue backed cards here, and I believe this is when we're getting into items and whatnot. This is like, seems like encounters and stuff. I'd really like to show off the artwork in here, but like I say, I don't want to spoil anything. Maybe I'll put a spoiler warning and we'll go through at least some of these cards here. So from here on out, spoiler warning, okay? So let's take a look here. We got a deer, and you see his stuff here. All right, so I just want to unbearable noise. I mean, you know, I'm sure we all know this guy. The friendship horn. Yes, finally the friendship horn. Exmoor. The dirt. It's very simple, elegant art, but it's meant to be shown off. You know what I mean? And also in the time codes below. I mean, I know I'm firmly in some spoiler stuff here, but I will put that this is a spoiler when I go through the cards. So, an ibex. Woohoo! Storm of words. I wonder if that's the unbearable noise guy that makes that storm of words. So we've looked at those ones here. Next we'll go into this nice pink deck of cards. Very nice, right? And these seem to be maybe items, maybe? Magic objects here. Oh, and then there's just another kind of different thing. So, I don't know. Now, there's a ring, but there's a forest in the ring. Dragon's Tooth, Dragon's Tooth 2, Dragon's Tooth 3, Fire Vest. I mean, that looks a bit uncomfortable, but, you know, more power to you, I guess. Pagaslav Cane, Puxoglafs, Magic Witch Potion, Angrily Frying Snake Spear, Jeebus. That's pretty big. This little swallow, very beautiful. Language of the Voiceless. Cute animals. A quiver, a key. It's a very nice key. Words. Unintelligible, of course. And this person here. Next, we will go into this very nice orange-backed cards here. And these seem to be... Oh, no, there's some pictures on there. Words. Some more... This word... Beautiful ant. Simply the worst. He looks very angry. He doesn't like being called the worst, I don't think. A bee shooting bees. Nice. There's a cloak there. Next, I have a very beautiful yellow-backed cards. They look like this. And then more just magic stuff here, it looks like. Oh, I skipped one. Red wine. Can't skip the red wine. Gotta have wine. Nice nice razor there. Spindle. Garlic. Wheat. It's horseshoe quick bread. It's almost a donut. Don't want to, make a case against Big Donut and get sued or whatever. This looks delicious as well. Fresh cheese. Beam scale. Broad bean. Calendula oil. Basil. Hatchels. Okay, next we will go into the white-backed cards here. The back looks like that. And plants. This is a very thicker card. Thick deck as well. This fox looks so happy to be eating that mushroom. This bird. Cute. I'll go through them fast here. Let me pause if you want to linger on any of these pictures, of course. Mace. Path Metamorphosis. Prickly Lettuce. Rabbit in Trouble. Reed. Rooster. Rosehip. Rubia. Snail. Sparrow. Something. Just checking to see if some of these are sticking together. The Gate. The Gate 2. The Gate 3. The Gatening. Valerian. A white horse. Baby Eagle in Trouble. Uh-oh. Doesn't look very happy. A bee. There's a little eyeball. A mole in trouble. A spider in trouble. A turtle in trouble. Absinthe. That's trouble. Apta. Ash the tree. Clementia. Carp. Costumary. Elderflower. So yeah, just some very nice illustrations. And look, looming over us are all of these miniatures, so we'll get to them, Here's some red-backed cards, and again, seem to be, they have different things on the back too. A rooster egg, see? Pear, a pear, a rabbit. So there's two rabbits, and it looks like they're both kind of different rabbits as well. I'll just go through these quick here. Next we have this beautifully backed card. And I don't know what they are, but they seem very pretty. And then the next is some more. I think this is clearly spoiler here, but it's a Path Metamorphosis number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 through 6 with repeated numbers and some text. Fantastic. So right before I'm going to stall the figures even more, and I'll just pull out this nice leather-bound cup that they gave us with this version of the game. Look at that. Very nice cup. I guess that leather-bound. Very nice. You'll be the king of Yahtzee on your next game night with this cup. And here we have, I'm not sure what these are. Seems like they're paper clips of some kind. Right, just paper clips. I'll put that there for now. Let's pull out some of these high quality cool dice. These are some heavy dice here. I think they have a little bit of texture to them, which is nice. Look at that face. Seems like it's the house always wins. I don't know. So we got some 6-sideds here. We have an 8-sided die there. They're very beautiful. And we have some more dice here. Shiny. And then the last of the dice here. Which are beautiful. Put those there. So next we will fall squarely into the miniatures here. So let me just get to the page, this page here in the rule book. And I will try my best to get the names right as well. Like for which miniature is which. So companions. Okay. The first one that's not here was the Kickstarter exclusive, big, huge one. And it's this guy here. And he seems like he is a friend to the animals. Except if you look at his back, he has killed some animals. But his dog friend really seems to like him. Right? And this miniature is I mean, that's what, 4 inches? 3 inches? It's very big. I'll put him back in there. And then next we have a 3 to 4 inch figure here of Radgost himself, who is a very terrifying individual here. Just begging to be painted as well. I will put him back right there. Okay, so now we're going to take this look at this guy, and this is the Zamaj, number 20 in the encounter book. Zamaj, the big huge dragon. There we go. I will put them back where I have found them. And here we have someone that's not in the book, it seems, but take a look at that here. We have someone who seems to be nursing someone else back to health here. As I said, it's not in the rule book who this is, so if you know, maybe leave a comment below. I'll try and actually correct it. Here is just the giant himself. You can tell because look at that little house right there. And he's got a roof there, just like we saw in the picture, as a show his epaulette. And then a big huge stick, which is probably a tree at that point. Put him back. And now for the last biggies here, we have the wolves. So this would be just the wolves, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, these are the wolves. Very beautiful. Next, okay, we will go through all of these here next, and it's a lot, and it'll be difficult to take out, of course, just extending this video time. Right here we have the Ala, A-L-A, very terrifying with his big mouth. I mean, he did not skip arm day though, did he? This person here, and this one here. God, there we go. Looks like a 3-headed something or other. And that is, he is the Azdaja. Would have been easier if I just put the names down at the bottom, wouldn't it? I'll put that there. This is just a snake. And of course he's a nice coiled up snake right there. And here we have, he's a companion, this guy, and his name is Medidovich. He certainly has a big enough weapon, and he's got some like flipper feet going on there, looks like. Cool. This one is Talisan, that really freaky ghost that was coming out at you. Tell, looks like he's in a graveyard maybe of some kind. Or just in a house. So he's beauteous there. Next we have that half man, half horse person here. His name is Todorki. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names to anyone who actually knows how to pronounce them. Let's take a look at that face. It's very nice. Next we will go with the actual tiny little miniature of Radgost himself. Like, he looks way less intimidating when he's but 1.5 inches tall. Next here we have the companion. His name is Rarog, and he is that bird angel thing that we saw. Very, very nice. And here we have one of the people right there. I guess I could spin him around. A lot of, he's ready to sleep, this guy. He's got a bunch of packs on his back there. Very nice. Next we have this gentleman here, who is absolutely terrifying. Focus, thank you. And this guy is the P-S-O-G-L-A-F, so Soglav? He looks terrifying as well. Oops. Put it back like that. And this is another companion. This is Sir Peppercorn himself. with a big huge sword. Ready for sleep as well. Here we have just like it looks like a dreidel of some kind. It was a Kickstarter thing. And I believe it's a die. You spin it and whatever face it falls on, stuff happens. Right? Which is cool. Next we have the little girl, the actual little girl with her little teddy bear there. Very cute. Like I said, just begging to be painted. Hopefully I get into it here. The painting, I mean. And here we have another of the actual people you can play as. This is this gentleman. I forget their names, but they're there. This one here looks like that dwarf encounter. Let's see here. He is Peljovaj. And as you can tell, he's really small because that's a mushroom he's leaning on there. Absolutely fantastic. Don't know how that goes in there. Let's just do that, I guess. And here we have, whoa, what's going on here? This is the Zaduhak companion. Looks like he's summoning some stuff, which is amazing. Next, I'll just do this one here, and this is the forest lady, and her name is the Forest Mother. So there you go. Very nicely detailed miniature. Take a look at the face there. It's like half a skeleton, half a nut. Next here we have another elven looking person here. This is Numun Chun's favorite. This is the Rizalka. Imagine her with flowing red mane of hair there. Oops, apologies there. Very nice. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe that I recorded the whole last part of this video and it wasn't even recording, so now I'm doing it again. So here we go. We have one of the playable characters here. Very cool. Next up we have this person here, who is the Villa. I'll get it closer here. Very tiny miniature here. And then here we have the boy himself. Little sword, little shield, little bowl cut. There we go. And here we have that fish person, and this person is called the Vedenjak is his name. He's got a big old gut on him. He's got some fish headies on the ground, and his arms are really cool. Dad bod for sure there, hey? Next we have another playable character, and this is the elderly wise woman, it looks like. She looks so happy. You know, just looks like anyone's grandmother. Lots of satchels, lots of pouches, potions. She is ready for bear. And look, a little bird on the staff as well. You can tell, yeah. It's beautiful. Next here, we have this very terrifying individual. And he's got, his name is Besomar. He's got, you know, just a jug full of heads, no big deal, and one in his hands there. And he wants yours, I'm assuming, to add to his sack, pot of heads. Next here we have, looks like a forest kind of tree folk here, and his name is Lesnick. He's very beautiful as well. Cool. Next we have the Mora, and she is also terrifying. Nice hair though, you know. It's nice to. There's also a person on the base there. Next we have Sickle, a person with a sickle, and her name is Omaja. Also another sack full of probably things you don't want to have in a sec. Bunch of heads on the back there. Very nice. And here we have the Nameless. I remember him because no name was easy to remember. He's one of the playable characters right here. Seems cool. And now we only have 3 to go, and one of them is the princess. With a very nice braid there on the back. Very, very interesting. Next we have the witch here with a tiny little cauldron, but a big huge stick. You know what they say. Have a big cauldron, carry a big stick. And then a little bird there. And then if you take a look at the back, look, she's got a little child to go in her little cage there. So she's probably taking it to like a very fragile kind of store in the mall. Doesn't want the baby to touch anything and topple anything over. Last one here is the Wraith, I apologize, which is terrifying as well. So there you go. That is everything. All the miniatures, all of everything. Force of Radgost. Big, long unboxing. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, have a good one.